Hello, we're looking at a review worksheet, review problems from Chapter 6 in the Lock 5 Statistics textbook, Unlocking the Power of Statistics. And we're looking at question number 2. Say Gloria and Ron are candidates for political office in a large city. And imagine you are working for Gloria's campaign, and you want to determine what percentage of voters P that plan to vote for your candidate Gloria. You want to estimate that population proportion with 95% confidence and a margin of error of no greater than 3%. So just to kind of talk about, we're looking at a single proportion and sample size equals question mark. So we're looking at single proportion. We don't know the sample size. I'm going to use the inferential statistics formula sheet from chapter 6, and on the second page of this, I'll give you some formulas for sample size necessary to be within a margin of error. We're looking at a single proportion. So here we have the formula, z star over margin of error squared times p hat times 1 minus p hat. All right, so I want to keep this on the screen. We'll go back to the worksheet. Sample size, what we're looking for, we're given the margin of error is 0.03. And let's see, what about that z star? Z star, if we're looking at 95% confidence, we could figure that out in stat key, or that's that 1.96, or approximately 2. So we've got z star, I've got the margin of error, but we're not given a p hat. We don't know anything about a previous sample or previous data. So don't forget, if p hat is not known, we're going to use a 0.5. So p is going to be equal to 0.5. So if I put this all together, I know that the sample size n has to be greater than or equal to just to fill in the formula. Let's see, we're given 1.96 as the sample size. Margin of error is 0.03. And then we're going to multiply this times 0.5. 0.5 times 1 minus 0.5, which is another 0.5. And I'm going to plug this in my calculator. 1.96 divided by 0.03 squared times 0.5 times 1 minus 0.5. I get 1067.11. But this means that, so sample size needs to be at least 1068. You're always going to go up to the next size sample. Okay, so how large a sample would you need for a 2.5% margin of error or 2%? Notice if I go in this formula up here, almost everything is the same. The only difference would be for the 2.5%, I'm going to change that margin of error to 0.025 and then throw that in my calculator. And that's going to give me about 1536.64. And if I do the exact same thing, except make that a 0.02 on the bottom for the 2%. Throw that in your calculator. That gives us exactly 2401. So let's summarize this. We need a sample size of at least 1537. We're always going to go up to the next whole number for a 2.5% margin of error and a sample size of 2401, or a 2% margin of error.